Although there are some instant cases of rough storms, it is normal here in the Philippines since this is a tropical country we are living. But everything is fine and the research is going smooth. So one last thing before I end this short recording is that I want to send my dearly greetings to our brave personnel and the Philippine Army risking their lives in Forestville in order to combat this deadly radioactive problem they are dealing. So that's all for today. Nothing interesting here. Good night, and I shall record again tomorrow. Fascinating. Just fascinating. I was in a submarine with the Sea Serpent personnel, and we somehow stumbled upon an old warship dating back to the kingdom of Tondo period. We sent out 3 men to look inside the ship, and they found out a very huge wooden box covered in barnacles. And we opened the box, and inside was an ancient script, all written in the ancient literary letters called Baybayin. Of course, we have to go through little accidents, and one of our personnel was stung by a so-called black octopus-like creature. But anyways, medical attention has been received. He's now being taken care of, and today he is now fine. He has bandages all over his arm. But I cannot wait to dig into this ancient box and discover what lies in these oceanic depths that we do not know. Unbelievable. We're on a deep ocean expedition again to find answers about the ship. And what we found was an old Second World War Imperial Japanese destroyer. Wow, this is such a reliable finding to carry on with our research, with our oceanic monitoring. There was nothing interesting inside the ship because of all the equipment's rusted, but we did found a diary from an unknown Japanese sailor. We have to take this back to the labs and clean the algae sticking. Who knows what wonders we can find on this research? We cleaned all of the algae from the diary yesterday, and I forgot to record my research 3 hours ago. How silly of me, all of those time wasted. But we managed to translate the Japanese words written on the diary, however. Half of the pages were eaten away by the algae and other small ecosystems inside. But thank God the other pages were fine. So the diary tells us about this soldier's experience on something that lurks inside their ship. We don't know what it is, but he also mentioned a Japanese biochemical weapon called Maranis. We are trying to piece together this strange puzzle right now that's inside our heads. It is swarming us with plenty of questions. We are trying to connect all of these pieces together. But anyways, that's all for now. We must go back to the depths and search for more answers to see on what we can find today. Another satisfying discovery. First a Japanese ship, now we found a Spanish merchant ship that dates back to the 16th century. There were plenty of bones inside and rusted conquistador armor, but we did found something positive, and that is an entire book that looks like it was preserved. We also found a strange-looking flask that contains one of those black octopus creatures that stung one of our personnel. We have to take this back and gather more information. I can't really record any more tapes due to the National Anomaly Containment Team pressuring me to carry on with my research in time. But I really hope that I can record more of these tapes so that I can further archive my research. Anyways, that's all for now. I must go back to work. I have to record another tape today because we have an emergency here. One of our personnel started vomiting and experiencing high blood pressure. We have to take him into the medical center right away. He kept screaming about the pain burning inside his chest. Oh, God, I hope he's okay. I hope this won't get any worse. He just started acting crazy and tried to attack one of our doctors. We had to restrain him. Thankfully, he calmed down. God, this is going to be a long night. Everything is going fine now. The personnel that was stung got sedated by the nurses. Now we have to investigate on what that creature really did to him. This will be a fascinating research. So, according to the book, it tells us that this creature, the one that stung one of our men, is not an ordinary marine life, but a parasite from an unknown source. So the Spanish recorded this data for centuries and written it on this medical book. There might be more of them here. We are going underwater tomorrow, so we can find out if this parasite, or whatever it is, bred more of its kind. That's all for today. It is confirmed that this parasite is not alone. It lives in the deep depths near the West Philippine Sea. We have no idea how it reached up to shore. I have to contact the NACT and give them a warning. This may be a connection to the force. Doctor, your job is to facilitate and take care of oceanic movement while the NACT deals with the problem that is happening in Forestville. What happened to the materials we gave you to combat these deadly anomalies? Captain, I understand your frustration, but the materials are only built to combat second danger level anomalies. We need to contain these parasites and test them. Human experiments are not part of our company, Dr. Jackson, and you know that. Use the materials we gave you to contain the parasites. But, Captain, I don't want to hear it. I already have plenty of problems commanding the incinerators in Forestville. Tell that to the Sea Serpent Security Forces, or I will have you fired from this corporation. Captain, with all due respect, I've been sending you results of oceanic movement, okay? Most of them are normal, but after we found the parasites, the ocean tides and waves are going crazy. We need high-end equipment to contain these parasites. We already have a personnel stung by the creature. Do your job or I'll find someone who can. Is that clear? Fine, I'll do my job. But if this parasite spreads, screw you. Moshi moshi. Kore wa dare desu ka? Oh, it's you, Administrator. Well, the progress has been smooth. I know. I will carry on my grandfather's legacy. Maranis will soon spread. Yes, sir. So you have been lying to us the entire time, Hiroshi Bautista. Dr. Jackson, please, come in, please, have a seat. Doctor, why do you have a gun? You're the one that caused all of this. The captain fired me because of you. Dr. Jackson, please, whatever you're gonna do, please don't, I beg of you, please let me explain. Maranis is supposed to be a dead, ancient parasite. What have you done? Wait, you must listen to me. My grandfather, Yoshiko Takamura, he was there. He was the one that introduced the weapon to Imperial Japan. No, wait, please. And why did you revive the parasite? To carry on with my grandfather's legacy. He was the best scientist in our family. Now I know who's responsible for all of this mess. It's time to pay. Stop!